PetVivo works on products that give animals a second chance. And with me is the CEO of PetVivo, John Lai, to talk about all these exciting new things you have going on for the year. So do you want to start with the conference that you went to in Nashville? How was that?
Sure.
When was that? What was it?
Was mid-December, okay. And we had a really good turnout. We had a couple of the U.S. Olympic vets in our booth. They actually stayed there for a while because one of them had been using our product for about 6 years, and then the other one just started using it. So they're like celebrities, and other vets recognized them. So we drew a good crowd and had a really good, successful show on the equine space. Okay. And then following that, we're getting good repeat orders from the vets that tried the product in December.
So that's what I was going to ask. Are these like vets who work on equestrian? Okay.
Yeah. It was the American Equestrian Practitioners Show. So I think that it's one of the larger shows in the equine space.
Yeah. And then tell me about Vet Cove.
Yes, so Vet Cove is a veterinary membership buying service. So vets are able to sign on and they're able to see the best pricing for various products. So we partnered up with them and our products are featured there, and we're looking forward to adding SKUs to the site. So the vets can buy direct through the system and they don't have to open an account with us. I mean, obviously, you know, we like it when they open the account with us, but they're already on a system that they're buying person, because vets usually don't order. They have an office manager or a buying person that does the ordering. And if they're accustomed to saying, oh, we're used to buying through Vet Cove, we're just going to buy the spring through there.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's talk about Spring for a little bit. So this is kind of your patented technology. Explain what it is, which animals it helps, how it works.
Sure. So we developed this protein particle matrix that mimics cartilage and tissue. So one of the major applications that we commercially launched recently is called Spring, and it's used for the treatment of osteoarthritis and other joint afflictions. We've been getting very good studies or case studies in the real world where on a single intra-articular injection, we're finding improvement in quality of life, mobility, and reduction of inflammation and pain in dogs and horses. We will be introducing our cat product here real soon. I think we adjusted the timing a little to take advantage of some of the events that are happening within the feline space within 6 months. So we want to leverage off the amount of education that's going to be occurring in the marketplace, because there's another company out there launching a feline product that I think ours could be complementary or could actually end up competing quite well in terms of price and efficacy.
Okay. And what about the market? How big of a market is this?
So in the U.S., for OA and is about $4.4 billion a year, and it's growing at about 5.4% a year. It's extremely recession-proof, and with the humanization of pets, the dollar spent for increasing quality of life has gone up significantly. In 2012, it was about $1,700 that a pet owner for a dog actually would stop treatment. It was $1,700. Today it's $10,700. So you can see how we view our pets, and which makes tremendous sense because less and less people are getting married, less and less people are having children, and because of that fact, their pets become their children.
Yeah, I know somebody who spent $16,000 on surgery for a dog. Just
yes, right? And I know someone that spent $7,000 on a cat for cancer treatment, where I explained to her the odds of it working, and the vet also told her that was less than 5%. But she says, I spent it, I felt good. You know, even though the cat lasted a week after she spent it, I tried to explain to her there's a quality of life thing. You know, even if she was successful.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she felt better, felt like she did everything
exactly.
She could. So
she said, I felt really good spending the money. I gave everything I could. I said, I understand that part of it.
Yeah.
a certain part where quality of life of the pet, even if it's successful, it's not good.
That's right. Well, and, we definitely have felt closer to our animals over the past several years. So now there is another conference coming up in Orlando, right? So what is that one?
Yes, it's the BMX, which is this weekend, actually, starting on Sunday. It's the largest vet conference in the United States, and it's for small animals mostly. Because of COVID, they usually get about 15,000, 16,000 people that attend. They're looking at 5,000 to 6,000. So a lot of my meetings that I had scheduled got moved to the Western Veterinary Conference, which is in Vegas. So, we have a pretty deep schedule of conferences we'll be attending, and we'll be able to really expand and get adoption of the product from the veterinary doctors.
How would you say COVID has impacted? It sounds like it's been both positive and negative for your business.
Yes, the positive is that pet ownership went from 68% of American households to 70% of the households. And because people are spending more time with their pets, they're able to notice, limps and everything like that. Prior to that, they come home and the dog's laying there, they feed the dog now they see the dog in every movement. So they're bringing to the vet, so the vet care and the dollar spent goes way up. The negative is when you're launching a new product, you're very dependent on these trade shows to educate or expose the vets, because like the BMX show in Orlando is the largest, and usually new products get introduced there, at that show. And we were looking forward to, doing some presentations, panel presentations, having our vets there and so on. And a lot of these vets got, we said, well, such a low crowd, we'll save you for the Western Veterinary Conference, to speak at that one. So, yeah. Yes, and the university studies are all delayed because of COVID, because they can't bring their dogs on the campus to the veterinary schools.
Right. Well, let's hope we're about done with this. And just, John, looking ahead to 2022, what are some other things that are part of your strategy this year?
Well, we're going to be expanding the SKUs or the line of products that we will have, and other pets, other types of animals that we will. I think recently one of the interesting ones is I think a manatee got injected with our product. We had a marine veterinary expert, and I looked and I go, she's an expert on dolphins and manatees. And then I Googled and I realized there's a high incidence of osteoarthritis in those animals. Yeah, it blew my mind when I saw this is going to a aquatic area. Well, what the heck? And then I looked up the person, and then I saw that she's one of the top experts on marine animals.
So that might be a new avenue you would pursue?
Well, we're not going to target, but people will order it. We have injected, like I said before, I think a grizzly bear, white Siberian tiger, a lot of billy goats, I think camels. So our product is being used for multiple off-label applications.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sure this year will be full of more interesting things. So look forward to seeing you back in New York soon.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John.